While the House Budget Subcommittee will no longer investigate Hope, Florida, Representative Alex Andrade laid out his claims for all to hear Thursday.
It appears that Florida is the only state to direct a portion of their settlement amount to a charity, let alone a charity spearheaded by a governor's spouse.
According to findings from Andrade, on December 28, 2021, the state of Florida signed a contract with a law firm to get restitution over the nationwide Centene settlement. A few months later, attorneys for Centene sent a letter to the law firm outlining why they believe $67 million would be fair for both parties. Andrade says the governor's then chief of staff, James Uthmeyer, met with representatives from Centene on 3 separate occasions to discuss the state's claim. The next month, the state notified the law firm it would terminate its agreement and handle the case in-house. Andrade says the legislature received no information on the claim for more than a year, until September 27, 2024, when the state and Centene executed a settlement agreement for the same amount, $67 million. Within a few weeks, Andrade says Centene wired $10 million to the Hope Florida Foundation, and Andrade pointed out, unlike every other state in the nation, no public announcement was made about the settlement, and board members testified they weren't made aware of the $10 million donation. Andrade told the committee within days of Centene wiring $10 million to the Hope Florida Foundation, James Uthmeyer cold-called 2 attorneys for political committees, arranged for them to request $5 million each in donations from Hope Florida, and later receive a significant portion of that amount in his own PAC.
Between October 17th and October 29th, Secure Florida's Future, an arm of the Florida Chamber of Commerce, transferred $3.75 million to James Uthmeyer's political committee, Keep Florida Clean. Between October 23rd and October 28th, Save Our Society from Drugs transferred $4.75 million to the same political committee controlled by Uthmeyer.
Andrade says the amount far exceeds Hope Florida Foundation's permitted limits for lobbying and campaign activities. This week, the Florida Agency for Healthcare Administration released a letter saying Andrade's accusations are false. The agency says while Centene proposed a larger settlement, it only found $56 million worth of damages. The additional $10 million was not Medicaid funds, but a reimbursement for other potential damages. Uthmeyer Tuesday denied any wrongdoing.
I wasn't part of securing the deal that was struck. My understanding is that there was a sweetener in there, that the Centene's estimated harms to the state was 57 million, and that there was a sweetener put in there because the state was acting in good faith.
Andrade says the letter and Uthmeyer's comments are examples of ACA and the Attorney General embarking on a disinformation campaign.
The fact that he would have had to permit ACA to execute this settlement as the governor's chief of staff, the fact that no public announcement ever occurred related to this settlement, and the fact that he personally informed Ms. Rosenhausen of the location of these funds.
While Alex Andrade concluded the hearing, the governor and First Lady were in St. Augustine, speaking to a crowd about the successes of Hope, Florida. The governor continues to shoot down any claims of wrongdoing.
I think there's kind of like a misunderstanding, or just a misunderstanding, I guess, is the best way to say it, about what Hope Florida is. Hope Florida is not a program. Hope Florida is an idea. Hope Florida is a philosophy.
Some of these people, view it as a way to attack the First Lady and all the great things she's done because they view her as a threat. So that's what's motivating this. And so the reality is this has done an enormous amount of good.
If someone defrauded the state or a charity out of $10 million, they would go to prison. That occurred.